Yeah. No, why? Oh, that was sunny ass. Oh, shit, what's going on? Okay, okay, okay. Let's get this shared up in a couple places here. What's up, Westside? How you doing, my guy? Uh, what is up? Get this shared up in a few more places here. Y'all already know the deal. Okay. Yesterday. Hey, yeah, yes. My favorite play, them motherfuckers cash for sure. Yeah, them players cash for sure, my guy. Um, hmm. What do we have? We had Holiday cashed. Really wanted to live bet Holiday after halftime for about 20, 25 points, but I didn't. Bam, we loved Bam. And then we loved Kevin Durant, man. Those was the plays that we really, really liked, man. You know what I'm saying? So I did post a parlay, and this one didn't get there. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is, right? So I guess. But yeah, it's a new day. All right. I looked at some of the slate, didn't look at all the slate, getting ready to go ahead and get busy though. Um, so let's go back over here. Definitely gonna need this injury report right here. Um, what else do I need to do? What else do I need to do? What else do I need to do? Oh, I did put up a Jackson here. If you do want to check this out, remember they got an app. You can download the app now. Luke Kennard 7.5 points. I did do the short, but it is what it is. This short form video. But he's been hitting this point prop, so shout out to him. Nikhil Alexander walkover 3.5 assists. Um, Joker double double. You can just about disregard that. They just slid that in there. I don't blame him though. But you know the case of Wallace 2.5 assists. He's over this line, pretty much over, right? Um, At the end, the first basket play is going to be Anthony Edwards. Yesterday they gave us Bam. I don't remember if Bam hit that first basket yesterday or not. I have to go check. Maybe I can go check because I want to know myself, right? I do want to know. So let me see. Miami play by play. Pell Larson hit it. Larson hit it. So it is what it is. All right. we do got an early game today. I looked at a few of them, right? So it is what it is right there. I don't know, maybe I can breeze through these couple games real quick, right? And then get back on schedule up to where I was. I just figured I'd just go right now. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So first of all, we got the Spurs versus Knicks, right? And I'm just gonna talk about some plays. Just talk about some plays. First of all, we're looking at what the way I looked at this one here. We got the early game, you know, at Madison Square Garden type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, players like to get busy. I was looking at pull up 2 point attempts and stuff like that. This is on the season. As you can see, San Antonio Spurs do give up the most pull up 2 point attempts. So that's something that we could definitely look at when it comes to looking at somebody like Brunson. So if you like this situation, right, Brunson can give you 27. His points in at 27. He does. He takes a lot of pull up jump shots and things of that nature. So he could be in play. His numbers versus San Antonio this season, he did give him 29 in December, New Year's Eve, 5 for 12 from three, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and stuff like that. The 2.5 threes for him is not out of the realm of possibilities either. He's over this number in back-to-back games in 3 or 5. You have Wemby out there lurking. Probably don't want to go to the paint or something like that. Might step out for the 3. So Brunson, either his points and or threes could be in play. You can look at Josh Hart for his rebounds. Do you get a lot of loose rebounds versus this team? In the past, he has a 12, 12, and a 7 rebound game, but I'm not going to hang that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hang that. So if you want to look at that, be my guest. I probably won't be going there. OG, I like this 1.5, 3 last game versus Milwaukee. I don't know about it today. I'm just going to save some breath. Now, Karl Anthony Towns, I think, I think it's a spot where I think he could step out and hit the 3, right? With a matchup versus Wemby. It's just is what it is, man. Wemby, he's tall, you know what I'm saying, lanky and stuff like that. Versus San Antonio Spurs, he's over his 3-point line in back-to-back games. It's plus money for 1.5. I think it's not out of the realm of possibilities. He's over this number in 2 of his last 4 games. We know he can hit the 3. I have interest in the 1.5, 3 for Karl Anthony Towns. I'll set it to the side as a lean, and I'll leave it at that, bro. Now, rewinding it back to the Spurs side, Vic Wemby, I don't mind Wemby's points and or his threes or whatever you want to look at for Wemby. I don't mind it, right? I am looking at his points. I am looking at his threes. I am looking at the, I'm looking at the fact of, it is Madison Square Garden. So I think things can, I think he can go out here and get busy. Versus this Knicks team, he's played them well, 40, 42, 31. Yeah, right? So, depending on what Wemby we'll see, he's definitely going to be in play. The Champagnes, they can hit the 3. Vassell, he's been on fire from beyond the arc, that 1.5, 3. I'll have to put that to the side for a parlay piece. He's been on fire. And, Stephon Castle, I haven't been betting on him as of late. And then I don't know who they put Brunson on, but, there could be a spot where, hey, we're all going to pick on Brunson type shit, right? So, but as a collective, but you're going to get 16.5 points for Darren Fox, man. I mean, what do you want me to say? He's over this number in every game versus these Knicks except for 1. He did give them 26 on New Year's Eve. 16.5 points is pretty low, sir. It's pretty low. I don't give a fuck. I'm not scared of, I'm just leave it at that. It is what it is. It's just pretty low, okay? Last but not least, Dylan Harper has been balling, right? 25, 23, 17, 29, and 29 minutes. Points prop sitting at 10.5. if there's an instance where this thing can get out of hand, I can see instances where he can get to his points prop. So he's taking 4 threes in back-to-back games. That's very interesting. He got a 3 line sitting at a half a 3, 1 3. If you want to take that as a parlay piece, I wouldn't doubt you. I mean, I don't mind it, given the amount of 3-point attempts he's taken in the last few games. Or if you want to take his points prop, I would take it straight. Probably wouldn't put it in a parlay, but I would probably take it straight where he's over this at 8 of 10. There's instances where he can get there. I feel like if he's gonna take these 9 shots, this 9 shots, like this 9 shot, this 11 shot, this 9 shot, I think it's a possibility he can get there. But it's not a play that I'm jumping out there. I'm just pointing it out. You can do what you want to do. We talk about these games from a parlay perspective or whatever the case may be. Cleveland and Brooklyn. Let's take an intermission real quick and look at the injury report. So I'll refresh this. And so right now, we Mason Plumlee's out for the Spurs. Deuce McBride's out. Then we got this Cleveland game. James Harden is questionable. Would I play James Harden here? I wouldn't. If he's had any type of injury, I wouldn't play him here. If he plays, he plays, right? Then you got Keon Ellis out, Wade out, Struss out, okay? Claxton questionable, Igor out. So how we look at this one here? So we looking at, okay, so if Claxton's out, then we know we're going to Day'Ron Sharpe in some shape, form, or fashion. We know that right there, right? Day'Ron Sharpe here. He'll be the next man up, right? We don't have lines out for Day'Ron Sharpe because they want to know if Claxton's going to be out because they can possibly get burned. They possibly can possibly get burned. He hasn't played a big allotment of minutes versus this team. I would say Claxton has probably always been in, but if you want to look at games without Claxton, just to get your mind right, he has a last game versus OKC, 12-8. Oh, so this was versus Cleveland, and he only played 19 minutes. Versus Indy, 19-12. So you might not, you probably don't have to go to him. I just want to give you guys that information. Now, James Harden, like I said, I don't know if I'll play him or not. These teams just played Brooklyn. He gave them 9 assists. It's just a wait and see game. We know there's no Donovan Mitchell and things of that nature. I'm cutting straight to the chase. I ain't even gonna stunt, right? I was looking at, so Evan Mobley's coming off of a 37-minute game. That probably was overtime, I think, but it is what it is. So he's just about ready. He's ready, in my eyes. He's got 16 points, 16 and a half, and 7.5 rebound play here, prop here. So versus Brooklyn here, 2 games this season, he only had 21, and then 21 rebounds and assists. Rebounds and points and rebounds. And then this game here, he only totaled out to 19. Now, I want to say both of those games had Donovan Mitchell and those guys are in it. I could take a quick look so I can justify what I'm saying. Okay, there's Donovan Mitchell. That's enough to get your usage lower, right? And then February 19th, there's Donovan Mitchell and the whole gang. Plus, he was on a minutes limit. So the 19th, he was on a minutes limit where he had played 23 minutes. He only took 9 shots. No Donovan Mitchell today. When there's no Donovan Mitchell, I can take Donovan Mitchell out and then bang. So games without Donovan Mitchell, the 3 games this season, 29-8. Versus Indiana, 20-6, and then versus Detroit, 23-12. With no Donovan Mitchell, come on, man, don't sell me, man. Straight up, don't sell me, right? So I'm taking the points plus rebounds. I already have that set to the side, But I feel like I need to go over there and take this 16.5 points. Maybe take them up to 20. You know what I'm saying? And if Harden's in, it could probably be better. If Harden's, it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't matter if Harden's in or out. He needs to. He's building that rapport with these bigs. Now, last game, Evan Mobley took 8 threes. Okay, Evan Mobley has hit 1 3 and 1 2 3 4 5 of his last 6 games. I think Harden can helping him. With the spacing and finding them in those spots. Even if you want to take this 1 3 for a parlay piece, you can. And then the 2 threes for him is plus 250. So I'm just pointing that out. To the Brooklyn defense versus the power forwards, they've given up this 3. They've given it up. 2 threes to Hauser, 2 threes to 6 to Champagne. I mean, Washington hit 1. Chet hit 2. Jarris Walker hit 2. Buzelis with 3, Will Riley with 4. So it is what it is, right? And then, if you really want to look at things from a DVP standpoint, you could take a look at the rebounds here. Oh, they up there cooking that bacon. That bacon is sounding off. But yeah, so when you're looking at points to the power 4 position here on the season here, Brooklyn, they're in the green. They're in the green on rebounds. 3-pointers made, they had 2, right? But if I want to filter this to, okay, what have you done for me lately? Boom, last 4 weeks. Brooklyn's still in the same spot, but the 3-pointers, they went up just a notch. Long story short, I like the spot for him. Okay? I like the spot for him. Evan Mobley. And Jared Allen has been a beast. For the other side, I mean, I'm probably just going to keep it moving because we got a lot of games. I ain't going to stunt. Minnesota and Denver. A lot to wrap my head around right here. A lot to wrap my head around on this spot here. So, I'm not a big fan of the Denver's defense. I'll tell you that one thing. Now, Denver they have lost 3 straight to Denver. They're at Denver today. Minnesota lost 3 straight to Denver. They're at Denver. Now we got Julius Randle is questionable versus this team, and Julius Randle has historically played very well versus this team. Okay, 20 points or better in 9 of his last 10 games versus this team. His rebound sitting at 6.5. Yeah, so he's played very well versus this team. His points prompt sitting at 19.5. I don't know why he's playing so well. I mean, I guess that's not good at that position. Defending that position, or he's just got on the season right here, or is this on the season? No, this is the last 4 weeks. They've been better, right? How about on the season versus power forwards? Denver is around the middle of the pack in points. How about rebounds? Denver versus power forwards, around the middle of the pack. But some guys could just be those, can have those, just have that knack, for that team. So at the end of the day here, I haven't been betting Randall. I have not been betting Randall, bro. Straight up. I just keep an eye out on him. Lately his usage ain't been what I really like. So, I mean, I just was looking at the DVP aspect from it. Anthony Edwards, I think you got to look at Anthony Edwards at 29.5 points. Versus Denver, he's over this number. They played Denver 3 times. He's over this number once. And all 3 times they take an L. So they played on Christmas. He had 44. Last time they played, he had 44, and Joker had 60. So to alleviate a lot of stuff for me, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards. I'm looking at the highest usage players. I'm looking at Anthony Edwards. Some of these guys, ancillary rebounds and stuff like that, like Jaden McDaniels, the 4.5 is, I can see him getting there, or at least 4. Julius Randle, like I said, even just the rebound category, I can see him getting some rebounds. Rudy Gobert, he'd have to keep his hands to himself. Plus, he hasn't been scoring pretty well versus the Joker. Can he get to his rebounds? He can. I'm gonna fall back. Jamal Murray, I wouldn't take the under points for him. And, when it comes to facing this team, he had been dropping some dimes this season versus this team and been getting to his points. So, like I said, I probably will stick to the highest usage players in this game, which would be probably Jamal Murray, Anthony Edwards, and the Joker, right? So, Jamal Murray, I probably wouldn't take his under in points. It would have to be the over or nothing. That's if I was betting it. I'm not saying that I'm betting it. And then I have to look at the Joker. Last time these two teams played, he gave Rudy Gobert 60. Oh, he gave him 56, but he gave him 60 here. But they got 3 W's on them this season, and man, Joker is good as fuck, man. Straight up, man, good as hell. So at the end of the day, I just, and Joker, he likes to see those matchups coming. I mean, how many time defensive player of the year? Come here. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know how I really want to attack him. The 1.5 threes for Joker, I will be using it in the parlay. 1.5 threes. Anytime you get out there with somebody like Gobert down there, yeah, come on out here. Bring your ass on out here. Bang, right? Last time he played Joker, well, he had 6 attempts, 4 threes. 3 for 6. Here, somehow he didn't attempt a 3. And then last season, he's hit this 1.5. So at the end of the day, yeah, if you want 3 threes for him, you get a plus 270. That'll be a straight play. But I'll use his 1.5 as a parlay piece. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks and Chicago Bulls game here. This game here is going to be crazy as hell. Okay? So, this is one of those games where it's same game parlay atmosphere. You could probably get you a bankroll builder or something out of here. Everybody is in a good spot, so I can't, you know what I'm saying, just to get a lot of this shit out the way, right? I mean, Rollins is in a good spot, right? He's played the Bulls well this season. They got 3 W's versus the Bulls, 20-20-21, 4 threes are better in every game, 6 rebounds, assists. Like, he's in a good spot. Kevin Porter Jr., his assist is a yes, please, right? You can also take him up to 10 if you want to, some shit like that. His rebounds and assists, whatever you want to do, right? AJ Green, I'm not betting on AJ Green, but he can let it fly. I'm not betting on him, though. He can let it fly. Kyle Kuzma is very interesting today, especially in the rebound category, bro. This Bulls team can give up rebounds, 10 rebounds, 6 rebounds, 6 rebounds, 2, 9, 6, 9, 7, 5. I like his rebounds. We like to pick on the weak, not in real life, but when we bet our money. You wanna pick on the weak, man. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to bet on a matchup that's really, really hard, just leave the shit alone, even if it cashes. And then, not even saying this shit here might cash, but you getting Kyle Kuzma points at 13.5. Last 3 games, he's taken 11, 14, and 16 shots. He's been over in the 3 category. You get a plus money on the 1.5, and then if he's got it going, he can start rebounding straight up. Versus Bulls team, 8 rebounds, 2 rebounds, 10 rebounds. He double-doubled on February 3rd. Right now, you'll get a double-double for him at, is that plus 148? That can't be plus 148. That's got to be 1,400 for a double-double. So I don't have a book up here, so let me pull up a book real quick and go to NBA. I mean, I'm not trying to get you to play this shit, but I just want you to know, okay? I want y'all to know. So let me see. Player combos. We will look at double. Oh, I'm on a certain game. Get off this. I just go to the Bulls. Bang, bang. Yeah, 1,480. Now, while we on this page, right? While we on this page, look, guys like Bobby Portis can fuck around and do one, right? But going up against his whole team, but I don't know if I'll bet it, right? You're getting 700 for Rollins. Now, Nick Richards is sneaky at plus 496. He's sneaky. And then there's a couple other guys. Plus 177 for Kevin Porter Jr. is interesting. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is with that situation. Let's go back to where we were. Now, Jericho Sims can come in a hurry and start putting up points and rebounds. Rebounds especially versus in this matchup. But, it is what it is. Turner. I like the 1.5, 3 for Turner. You can go up to more if you want. Historically, he's over this number versus the Bulls team. 9 of his last 10 games. He just continues to smack our ass for 1.5 threes and shit like that. So, it is what it is. I like that. So, this game can shape up to be a great same game parlay atmosphere. Last game, Josh Giddey played 27 minutes. Don't know how many minutes he's going to play today. Colin Sexton, he's been hitting the 3. He's over in 4 or 5. That 1.5 is a parlay piece, minus 145. I just don't bet on Isaac Okoro. I don't. Now, Buzelis is one of those guys that you can go out there and bet on today. Okay. I think he gives you the opportunity to cash, right? Last 2 games, 19 shots, 16 shots. If we could get him to stay aggressive, his points probably sitting at 19.5. You could also look at his fantasy score if you're playing pick'em sites. 5 blocks, 1 and 1, or steal block, 1 steal, 4 blocks, 1 block, 2 steals, 2 steals, 6 blocks. 1 steal, 2 steals, 1 block. So he can't contribute in the block and steals and blocks. If you're playing fantasy scores and shit like that, those are worth 3. And the minutes, right? 4 of his last 5 games, he had 30 minutes or better. This game doesn't scream hell of a defense, right? You look at the guards. Neither one of the guards on each team can guard each other, right? The small forwards, like Kuzma's not known for no defense or nothing like that. So, I like this spot for him. Possibility that I might take his 19.5 points. I don't know what to do. Truthfully, I would have to look at his points and or threes. He did give them 20 points in 2 of his 3 games this season. I'll set it to the side. I will. Now, Yabusele can hit the 3, okay? And I can see him stepping out, hitting the 3 on these guys. He's going to split minutes with Nick Richards. Now, Nick Richards is definitely a dark horse to get to a double-double because he can get to a double-double. Or he can get to you, hit this rebound prop plus, right? 2 of his last 3 games, he's got double-digit rebounds. Now, what is you're going to go get him, right? 22 rebound chances, right? 14 rebound chances, 19 rebound chances. That's letting me know you out there trying to board, right? If you're out there trying to board, you got a place. You know what I'm saying? You got a chance. As you can see with with the defense that's been giving up in the rebounds, 11 to Wendell, 7. Derek Queen snuck in there and got him 9. Jacopo 8. Bam 9, Allen 11, and 13 for Karl Anthony Towns. If you told me Nick Richards was getting 26 minutes, guarantee I'm betting this double-double. But sometimes you can miss out. His double-double sitting at plus 496 right now, right? 496. Now there's a guy, he does come in. Those two, him and Yabusele, would probably pick up the bulk of the minutes here. I look at Yabusele 1.5 threes. I look at Nick Richards rebounds, possibly points plus rebounds. I don't know. Rebounds will probably be the one though. Milwaukee, and then it's a great spot for bigs for the Bulls too. But versus the Bulls. 3-pointers made. Milwaukee on the season here. Milwaukee is number 3 at giving up the threes on the season, right? They probably gotten a little bit better as of late. I'll set it to the last 4 weeks. Milwaukee, last 4 weeks, 3-pointers made in general, number 1 versus this team, right? So Milwaukee have been giving up the threes. Where do they have they given them up from? You could probably look at the pull up 3-point attempts. Milwaukee, pull up. How about the catch and shoots? So Milwaukee, the catch and shoots, right? But who catch and shoots? So I know, and corner 3-pointers. What about the corner 3-pointers are third and above the break 3-pointers? Milwaukee. So it's like they catch and shoot guys, man. Catch and shoot guys. Catch and shoot guys. All right, so this Memphis and this Indiana game, bro. Man, be safe out there, right? Be safe out there. Be safe out there. That's all I can say. This is something that I'm going to have to dissect. It's going to take me a minute, right? It's going to take me a minute, but I don't have to dissect this game. We go back here and take a look at the injuries and stuff like that. What up, Luke? What's going on? Got to take a look at these injuries and try to dissect this. But keep in mind, looking at this Bulls team here, Patrick Williams out, Smith's out, and Anthony Simons out, Ivy, Collins, Noah Osenge. Okay, now, what team? No, Memphis. Ty Jerome, doubtful. Aldama, doubtful. Coward, doubtful. Morant, all these motherfuckers out, right? Taj Gibson, they just acquired. He probably play the next game. Andrew Nembhard, unlikely to play. Pascal Siakam, doubtful. Toppin, probable. Naismith out. Zubac, whatever. Okay, so Nembhard unlikely to play. That's okay. So let's go back. You know I'm gonna crack this motherfucking code. I ain't gonna lie. I love going at these games. So if he's unlikely to play, then we'll probably get T.J. McConnell, and they don't want McConnell to be great. So before you jump your ass out there, he's on. Even without they tanking. So without Andrew Nembhard. Okay, so look, without January 8th, he played 23 minutes. They wasn't in their tanking phase then. Fast forward to February 20th. How does he play 14 minutes without Nembhard versus Washington? And he took my fucking money. They took my money with that shit, right? So that's tank mode. February 20th is tank mode, right? So be weary of that shit, right? Be weary of that shit, man. Without Nembhard, he only played 14 minutes. You got to be fucking kidding me, man. Straight up. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing some of them long-ass motherfuckers or whatever the case may be, as juicy as this shit look, you better be right. You better be right, because they'll fuck up your motherfucking parlay. Straight up. Scotty, he's been back since February 6th. He hasn't played over 21 minutes, okay? I'm not finna break this shit down. Let me see. Jalen Wells, the 1.5 3, he's over in 8 of 10, okay? You can use that as a parlay piece, straight, whatever the case, whatever you want to do. He's also hit that 1.5 assist prop. I ain't been betting on no GG Jackson. This Olivia Maxi Prosper, he had 10 rebounds last game versus Dallas. I mean, what do you want me to say? Ben Shepherd, his points could be interesting. And then Jarris Walker, the assists, rebounds and assists, or PRAs or something like that, that should be in play with him for him. He's getting his 30 minutes on. See, 30, 30, 27, 30, 29, 30, 34, 32, 31. If he's somebody that I wouldn't mind betting on because of the minutes, right? They feel like he can play 30 minutes and they can still lose type shit. So he's a guy that you can look at, okay? That you probably want to look at. Remember, these motherfuckers small. Max said, I got to go look and see how tall and big Olivier Maxey is with all that shit. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, if they come out here and give Jarvis Walker 15 minutes, don't look at me. But but he's been getting the minutes, okay? Toppin, he just came back and played 9 minutes. Like, these motherfuckers tanking, man. Now, Huff, let me see. Huff, he will take the 3. He just been broke as hell. 0 for 6, 0 for 4, 0 for 3. Killing his confidence, but wouldn't be surprised if he go out there and hit his threes. Now, he does get a lot of blocks, right? He gets blocks and steals. One block is 2 steals. I mean, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 and 2, 1 and 1, 3 and 2, 3 blocks, 0, 0, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 1 and 1, 1. So, you know, he can go out there and get you some blocks and shit like that. I'm not even looking at the rest of that shit. Detroit, Orlando. I kind of looked at this game a little bit earlier, and I'm going to tell you, I don't know if they can stop Cade. Okay, I don't know if they can stop Cade in aggressive Cade. Looking at the both games he played against them this season, 24 shot attempts, 30 points on 27 shots attempts, and 10 dimes. Then 26 shot attempts on November, 39 points, triple double with 11 dimes. The make of this team, you know how to make of this team, man. You know he's going to be the highest usage player. Maybe if I filter it to the highest usage players, like he's sporting a 30% average usage rate. So how about filter it by usage rate? Let's go more than 26% usage and see how this defense has been faring versus point guards. So Donovan Mitchell, 35, 36. Donovan Mitchell, 45. John Morant, everybody's getting to their 3 at 1.5. Of course, go figure. Okay, Luka 2 for 9 from 3, 9 rebounds. I mean, it is what it is, man. Some guys just have what it takes. The potential assists for him. How about potential assists? He's averaging 16 potential assists in his last 10 games. How about we put the potential assists in there? Filter by potential assists. Let's say more than 15. This is the Orlando's defense when they're facing someone who's giving up 15 potential assists or better. Okay, so Luka, it's been a while, right? Luka on the 24th. Cade Cunningham right here. Brunson, 11. Whatever, okay? But so, I mean, Cade Cunningham, I think you could look at his. You can look at a few things for him. You can look at his points. You can look at his threes for sure. Yeah. Duncan Robinson, whatever. I mean, you know who he is, what he does. That 1.5 3, he continues to, 1.5 assist probably continues to hit that over in 8 of 10. Rebound, over in 7 of 10. 3-pointers, over in 7 of 10. Points prop 10.5, over in 7 of 10. Whatever you want to do with him. This defense has been giving up the rebounds to this position here. The small forward position. He will be out there. I don't know who they're going to put him on. Thompson. Would they put him on? I don't know who they put him on. Straight up. I don't know who he guards. I don't. But his rebounds are sitting at 5.5 as assistant. I don't like the pace this game could be played at. That's the thing. That's another thing. But whatever you want to do with him, Tobias Harris, the points is interesting for me, right? A guy that can get his shot. I think he'll be matched up with Paulo. Paulo's not the greatest defender, and then Paulo got to work so hard on the offense, then come play some defense versus Orlando, his old team. He's giving them 23 points, and he's giving them 18 points this season. He's been a little bit aggressive. I mean, you're going to give me his points prop. He's taking 13 and 15 shots. If he takes 13 or 15 shots and your points prop is at 12.5, I got to have some interest, right? I got to have some interest. Versus Cleveland, he took 13 shots. He did not get there. He missed this number here by the hook. So, interesting. And Jalen Duren has been on fire. He's been on one, right? So whatever you want to do for Jalen Duren, he's been on one, right? He's been killing it. 13 rebounds are better than 4 straight. 25 points are better than 4 straight. Versus Orlando, 3 of his last 4 games, he's hit the rebound total. But this year, he smashed them on the rebounds, 12 and 13. A couple assists there. Am I betting it straight? No. And I'm going to tell you one thing, too, right? I guess maybe the last couple of weekends been okay, but these weekend basketball can have your ass seeing a mirage. I'm telling you, man. Can have you seeing a mirage, straight up. Now, like I said, I don't like the pace this game can be played up, but I think Magic are playing a little bit, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more faster. Now, first game back for last game was the first game back for Jalen Suggs. He only played 13 minutes, right? Because I looked at this 10.5 points prop earlier. I was like, oh, but then I was like, right? He only played 13 minutes. You know what I'm saying? All that bodes well for somebody like, wait a minute, hold up. Cade, right? This is probably one of their best defenders here when it comes to the point guard position. So, that could bode well for somebody like Cade. I'll keep it moving. Anthony Black, I'll keep it moving. Desmond Bane, he's played good versus this team. Don't know who was guarding him. And, I can see him having advantages when you have somebody like Duncan Robinson and Cade out there. Cade's not the best on-ball defender to me, but, it is what it is. Don't know who's going to be guarding him. I ain't going to lie. He's rebounding the ball well versus this team. Still not going to move the needle for me. 3.5 rebounds is not out of the realm of possibilities, though, especially when you're playing 39, 32, 36, and 37 minutes. You could definitely look at that. I don't know how that motherfucker be getting them rebounds with them small-ass arms. But, he could be in play. Paulo's going to have a really, really high usage. And, it is what it is, right? Paulo's going to have a really, really high usage. Lately, Paulo's been playing good versus them. So if I'm looking at points, I'm looking at Paulo at 21.5. From this team's secondary, I would look at Desmond Bane. I really, really like this 10.5 for Suggs. Last time these two teams played, he had 14, but he played 33 minutes. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? But even in limited minutes, there's still a way. Suggs can get to that 10.5. But if I had to take one guy for points here, it would be, from this team, it would be Paulo. Paulo would probably be faced up with Tobias. Or do they put Thompson on him? I don't know. So we'll see. 5.5 rebounds at plus money. It's interesting. He's rebounded the ball okay versus this team this year. So, I guess. We'll see what the injury news is going to look like. Speaking of injury news, let me see. Franz out. Stewart still suspended. That's all we got for that team. Now, one bullet, right? One bullet. I do think Wendell Carter can go out there and give him 1-3. 1-3 at minus 165 parlay piece. I do think he can go out there and give him 1-3. Both times he played these guys, he hit 2 threes versus Jalen Duren. 2 threes, you'll get it on MGM at plus 300. But 1 3, I think he can get there. I think he can get there. Make Jalen Duren try to step out. He don't take a lot of threes though, so it's a high probability that his ass does not get there. You see, he's only over in 3 of 10. But versus OKC, Brooklyn, and Houston, okay, he don't take many of them. He used to take like 3 or 4 of them a game. And this is where I left off at. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more games left, right? So, okay, so this is a back-to-back for the Trailblazers. So we already know that Robert Williams is not going to play here, okay? He doesn't play back-to-backs. Now, shout out to Drew, man. Shout out to Drew. Go out there and hit them points prop because we knew that, right? So, let's see. So here's the thing, right? On the second leg of the back-to-backs, you almost certain Klingon gonna get 33, 34 minutes, right? But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Versus Atlanta here. January 15th. Only one time this season. Okay, so let me flip the script here. Let me see how many minutes. Robert Williams, he played 16 minutes last game. Yesterday. Okay. Now, how about Donovan Klingon? Less than 1 day's rest. These are back-to-backs. So, on a back-to-back, Donovan Klingon, lately, well, he's got double-digit rebounds on every back-to-back, okay? The points for him on every back-to-back versus Utah, Memphis, Washington, them 3 ass teams right there. But 13 points versus Toronto, Sacramento ass, 24 versus the Spurs, Dallas, 18. He's had some cake matchups. On these back-to-backs, but it is what it is. Now, he sold me for the 3 yesterday. I was kind of salty. He sold me for the 3, the 1.5 threes. But 12.5 boards is a lot. I do think he can get there, but I don't think I'm going to end up betting it. I don't. I think I'm going to take advantage of this situation. What up, Mackie? I think I'm going to take advantage of this situation, so I'll come back to him. Now, Holiday on a back-to-back. Filter days rest, less than 1 day's rest. Boom. 4 of his last 5 back-to-backs, including 2 in February. He's cashing, right? Now what we got to think about is how's the matchup, right? How's the matchup? 22% usage. So he's sticking at around 15, 16 shots. How about filter this to... But when I talk about somebody like Holiday, see, I know Holiday a dog. Holiday is going to do what the coaches ask him to. If they say go out there and give me 30, Holiday going out there getting you 30. I know this for sure. Y'all should know this already. That's why it was so easy for me to bet on him yesterday. You've seen the clear pathway, boom, right? So let me see. Field goal attempts. Say more than 12, but less than 18. More than 12 shot attempts, but less than 18. This defense, Luka, Memphis, whatever. That's not a good look there. Let me see versus Atlanta. 11 shot attempts. He hasn't had the highest usage versus Atlanta. That's not a good. Let's take a look at. Let me see this injury report. Jalen Johnson questionable. Nikhil Alexander Walker is questionable. You don't think I'm gonna back up off this guy, right? Shit. His points probably was lower than it was yesterday. Shit. Come on now, that's my guy. Pace. Atlanta Hawks, number 3 in pace. Portland Trailblazers, number 8 in pace. You like? I see. Great. Hey, I hope it's. I'm gonna take. I don't know what time they come on. I don't do college, but thanks for dropping the play. Thanks for dropping the play. So you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I like that play. You research it. You like it. You play it. Right. I don't. Michigan 2.5 max bet. Okay. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. Straight up. But you make sure you do your research, and then boom. Right. So, what about the last? Last 7 games. Pace. Last 7 games. Hawks. Portland. Okay, so they still rocking and rolling. All right. So, yeah, pace is up there for both of these teams. Who did they play yesterday? They played Charlotte, a pace down matchup. He still gave them 25. Yeah. Walker, he's an okay defender. Daniels, pretty okay. I still lean towards the over points for Drew Holiday. I still lean towards the over points in a matchup. Both of these teams paced up in this matchup. Is it going to be my favorite bet? I don't know. Is it going to be my favorite bet? I don't know. Wait. Oh, you know what? Oh, I might have to scratch that. No, Portland yet to submit. Let me go over here and see something real quick. Okay, Denny out Saturday. Let me see, latest. He out Saturday. He might play today, so I might have to pump my brakes on that. So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause real quick. Let me go back in here and take that points prop down. No wonder it's low like that, because his points prop was higher than that yesterday, at least 1 point, or maybe not, or probably in the same ball neighborhood. So I'll pause on that. Jimmy Grant. He might be one of the guys I like a little bit better. This in this matchup, Jimmy Grant. Let me go over here to Atlanta. Portland giving up the 3 as of late. Keep an eye out for Jalen Johnson. Okay, Nikhil Alexander Walker. Portland been giving up the 3 as of late. Last month, let's see, 3-pointers made. Portland 4th. So they can give up the 3s. Defensive shot profile. So the last month here, I'll go back the last 4 weeks. That same time frame, how have they been giving up the 3s? Portland, number 1, pull-up 3-point attempts. Portland, these are attempts now. Portland, okay, bottom of the barrel. Corner 3-point attempts, Portland, number 3. Above the break, Portland, number 12. So, a lot of these pull-ups, that's right in the wheelhouse of somebody like McCollum, right? He can pull up. Oh, versus old team too. Yo, ma'am, what's up, ma'am? What's that, food? Oh my God! You can put it in the back of the microwave for me. Thank you. I just want to show the live. Oh man, Got the everything now. Courtesy of babe. Thank you. Take that spoon out before you put it in the microwave. Tell her I said thank you. See, I'm about to go. No, let me stop. That shit there was good, Charlie. All right. Damn, he been balling versus his old team. He trying to shoot all them threes on their ass every single time. Barnes. Oh, I got sold on that game, but not on Barnes. I got double sold on Jamal Shead and Mamu. And I had took a nap. I seen 123 points. I knew everybody got there. Nope. Crazy. Man, this is one of those games here. This is gonna be one of those games. This is one of those same game parlay games here, man. I'm trying to tell you that right now. So you sent the slip. All right, and at the end, I'm gonna push them out there. So look, this one of those same game parlay games here. I could see a 3-point parlay going in this one. You got McCollum. You got Walker. Not Dyson Daniels. Jaden Johnson probably gonna play. Zay, what up? Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what that thing do right there. Jaden Johnson. Now, my favorite play here is probably going to be Okongwu, his threes. But they giving it to you as a parlay piece right now because they know, right? But I think he'll be able to step out on Klingon. Klingon should play a few extra minutes. 2.5 threes is not out of the realm of possibilities for him. And the 2.5 assists. Keep an eye out on Johnson. If Johnson don't play, boom, we're going right back to the assists, right? For Congo at 2.5, right? If Johnson don't play, I think we can go back, right? Without Johnson, he's over this 2.5 line in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight games, okay? Other than that, I'm not going to come out here and give you not a 2.5 3-prop line or 3.5, but I think you can get them. This is a good parlay atmosphere, and I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna stop talking from there. Okay. All right. Thunder at Mavericks. OKC, AJ, Jalen Williams, Derek Lively. Najee Marshall sold the hell out of us the other day. I don't know if he's playing or not. Caleb Martin, he sat out one of them games, or maybe probably two. Kyrie Irving, Cooper Flat. PJ Washington not playing. Marvin Bagley, Klay Thompson. Damn. Okay, let's go back here. Let's see. Jalen Williams, Ian, AJ Mitchell. Okay. Najee Marshall, questionable. Caleb Martin, questionable. PJ Washington, doubtful. Bagley, out. All right. Okay. So that leaves. All right, let's get to it then. So, I'm going to tell you, we already know who this dude is, what he does, whatever the case may be. You could probably look at his assists this game. 6.5, but I don't know. If you want to get there, he's been dropping dimes as of late, though. 8, 13, 9. 9 since he's, Wallace, the 2.5 threes is assist is okay. I like it for a parlay piece. I do. Wallace, steals and blocks. You can look at them steals plus blocks or steals. I like it for Wallace. Dort, I don't never bet on Dort. Chet, coming off a 21 rebound game versus Denver, this is a good rebounder spot for Chet for sure. So if you want to look at Chet's rebounds and try to snipe something like maybe a 10 rebound for plus money, be my guest. I don't mind the rebounds for Chet. You know, things can get out of hand in this game, too. Isaiah Hartenstein, another spot where you could probably look at the rebounds or something like that. Possible double-double, even assist, 10 rebounds at plus 150, all types of shit like that, okay? We know who these guys are. But in the event of a blowout, which is much likely, let's go have some fun, right? We take a look at Jared McCain, okay? So Jared McCain, 29 minutes, 19 minutes. Either way it go, plus 140 for the 1.5 3. I gotta try it, right? You could play his 1.5 3, and you could play his points, okay? But plus 140 for the 1.5 3. Y'all know I like plus money threes, bro. In the spot, in a good spot, okay spot, whatever the case may be. Point guards been getting their ass lit up by Dallas been getting their ass lit up by point guards. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You could also take a look at Joe, who could possibly come out here and fire their ass up too. The 2.5 threes for him is plus 140. He's coming off a game where he went 3 or 5. You know, this shit get out of hand. You know, Joe and, you know, those guys will be in there. You know what I'm saying? So you can't forget about those guys. And more often than not, you have to catch those guys pregame because it'd be hard to live bet those bench players. And that's what I was looking at. You know what I'm saying? Those two guys have been in the back of my mind the whole morning when I look at that game. Now, I don't know who's going to be in or out for this team here. Bruce Brown field goal attempts. Man, that's definitely detailed. We probably have to go back. If you want to look at it, you want me to look at it, I'll probably have to go back. Now, Daniel Gafford, right? He's going to be the lone man here. One of the lone mans. You got Daniel Gafford, then you got at center, you got Dwight Powell, right? Dwight Powell coming off a 11 rebound game. Go figure versus Memphis. They small as hell, okay? So you can look at somebody like Huff or the power forward, whatever the case may be, for Indiana today. But, you know, we went over that. But, those guys will be running the 5. At the end of the day, let me stop, right? I'm not even finna, I'm going to just keep it moving, truth be told. Philly and Boston, okay? So, Philly and Boston. Here, Embiid is out. So we got to look at Drummond here. Win, lose, or draw. Give me the over rebounds for Drummond. Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. Give me the over rebounds for Drummond. November, he gave them a double-double. Win, lose, or draw. Because he's going to see Cater. Not too scared of Cater as far as pulling them out the paint. So I like that. And then he can rebound on Vucevic, but Vucevic can come in and still give his ass a few threes too. So, it is what it is with that situation. Not worried about that. So, Maxey, all the usage in the world, 26.5 points. That's got to be a yes, please, man. You have to take a look at Maxey's field goal attempts. More than likely, you're going to have to. Player. This is Bet 365, y'all. Y'all drop a like for me. Let me know I ain't doing this for nothing, all right? Points plus rebounds. No, what the fuck am I doing? Field goal attempts, okay? So, you said you was looking at Bruce Brown. We got Bruce Brown at 6.5. He's over this line in 4-5. I gotta go. I still gotta run another check on him before I bet on him. But where the fuck was I going? Okay, Maxey shot attempts 21.5. He's over this number in 5 straight games. 21.5 shot attempts at minus 125. What's wrong with that? Something's got to be wrong with that. Something's wrong with that. It's fishy. He's averaging, last 10 games, he's averaging 19 shot attempts versus him. This season, he got over this number once. That was the early in the season. I would probably, man, what about 3-point attempts? What about 3-point attempts for Maxey? Man, that number is sexy though, ain't it? Where the fuck is Maxey at? Oh, 8.5, juiced up. He's averaging 9. It is what it is, man. 26.5 points, man. 26.5 points, man. Straight up. Give me that 26.5 points. I don't give a fuck if you don't get there. Straight up. The usage is going to be that. That's one thing I want to know. Now, Edgecombe. I like Edgecombe rebounds whenever Embiid is out, okay? For some reason, he rebounds the ball pretty good versus these guys when Embiid is out. I mean, I ain't going to say versus these guys, but just in general. So without him, it is what it is. 4.5, 5.5, you get 5.5 at plus money, or you can get the 4.5 at the parlay piece, and the minus 160, 150, some shit like that. And the 1.5 threes, I like that, right? So I'll set the 1.5 threes to the side. And truth be told, let me see, without Embiid, so how many shots does he take? 18, 14, 15. His points got to be in play. So, man. He gave them 34 this season, 17 and 6. You can make I would say it possibly is more value on Edgecombe points. Like even if you want to take him for 20, then it probably is on Maxey. Maxey, you can still get Maxey for 30 though at like a plus 150, but you can get like 20 for him at like plus 2 something. Not saying he's gonna get there, but what is his shot attempts? What the fuck is his shot attempts? Even if they key in on him, what is his shot attempts? His 3-point attempts are sitting at 6.5 VJ. And then what about his field goal attempts? $14.5. 14.5. First game, he took 26 shots. Damn. Without Embiid. $14.5. Without Embiid, he's over this line. 18 shots. He's in the ballpark every game without Embiid, except for this one here where he only took 11. I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. He's going to have to step up to help out to win this game. Kelly Oubre. I'm going to leave his threes alone, man, because if I bet his 1.5 3, he ain't getting there. So if y'all like it, take it. I'm going to fall back from it, bro. I'm going to fall back from it. His points per sitting at 15. So for me, I ain't even going to lie. I got to take the max. I like the Maxey points. I like the Drummond rebounds. And then, from a matchup standpoint, I think you like Edgecombe, man. I think you like Edgecombe. I think you do. More usage for Edgecombe, more usage for Kelly. I'll leave it at that. Now, this kid here, Derek White, he's always a fantasy candidate for the simple fact that he can get blocks, right? 4 blocks, 2 blocks, 4 blocks, 1 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 2 blocks, and then a steal in 7 of his last 8 games. You know what I'm saying? So that puts him in play for fantasy score and stuff like that. Defensively, this backcourt, I'm not too scared of this backcourt. Okay, so what would they do? They would probably, I don't know. You're gonna get some. They would to start off. They would probably put Maxey on maybe this kid here, Baylor, and then put, switch it up like that. But it looks like Derek White is heating up 4 threes and better in 3 straight games. So, his threes sitting at 2.5, his assists sitting at 5.5. That's where I have some interest at. And then, on the back end, you definitely know Peyton Pritchard is waiting in the wings. He's going over his threes, frequently as of late. 6 of his last 10 games, but 4 of his last 6. So, and then these ancillary guys that are hitting threes, these 1.5 stay in play, but Jaylen Brown, his rebounds, right? Possible rebounds and assists, but his rebounds have been a pretty good bet this season. Okay, so I don't mind his rebounds, but the number one rebounder here would be, for me, would be Drummond, right? And then the points for Jalen Smith is definitely in play. This game is a good same game parlay atmosphere, right? Good same game parlay atmosphere. Vucevic played 28 minutes versus Brooklyn, 28-11, 3 for 3 from 3, 4 assists. Not betting on Vucevic. Let me see. 6.5 rebounds. Not betting on Vucevic. I could bet his threes at 1.5 at plus 210. That's something I don't mind taking a stab at. 1 3 for Vucevic, minus 220. Yeah, I don't mind taking a stab at his threes at 1.5, but other than that, it is what it is. New Orleans back-to-back. New Orleans on a back-to-back. Trey Murphy, Zion. Zion probably not playing today. Bradley Beal, John Collins. There's Garland. He's coming back. He's coming back soon. Let me see. There's Garland. Out. Collins questionable. Sheeman questionable. Who they playing? Yet to submit on his back-to-back. So here's the thing. What I would do here versus the Clippers, I would go here. DeAndre Jordan, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy. I would go here to Sadiq Bey. And if you think there's no Zion, if you for once think there's no Zion, you going the 5.5 rebounds, I'm gonna like that. Or better. 5.5 or more. His points or his threes, I'm gonna like that. Right? I'm gonna like Sadiq Bey. And this is where you have to use your brain, and sometimes if you want to gamble against the injury report, this is where you find your edge. This motherfucker left the game yesterday. He played like 30-something games straight, 30, 40 games straight. That motherfucker ain't playing. He ain't playing. He might. I don't know. But that motherfucker ain't playing. And when I like to bet, Sadiq Bey rebounds, is when he at the 4. That motherfucker start going crazy when he at the 4. Straight up. On the rebound side, he could go out there and get you 10. Y'all know it. Don't play. He can go out there and get you 10. He get you 9.5 rebounds on Caesars at 1,200. Now, the reason I say that because it probably a pace down matchup for this defense, but you got Lopez out there. You know he allergic to rebounds. You know it. So, DeAndre Jordan, right? if he's going to play a few minutes, he can rebound the ball pretty well in an X amount of minutes. Then, so he's over his line, and he's playing, 31 minutes, 15 rebounds. 22 minutes, 8 rebounds. 13 minutes, 7 rebounds. 12 minutes, 7 rebounds versus Utah. Same shit. Look at what the defense has been giving up in the rebound category. This probably had to be a blowout. How did you get 7 rebounds, Gobert? 17 rebounds for Joker, 14 for Wendell Carter, 14 for Rudy Gobert. I'm telling you, you already know Lopez allergic to rebounds, man, straight up. So that's one thing there. Now, Misi came back. He played yesterday. He hadn't played since February 9th. Now, another guy you need to keep an eye out on. If this is a back-to-back, he played 11 minutes. I don't know if he's going to play. If he plays, whatever. If he don't play, then that's a few more minutes for Queen. See, Queen, I don't know what they're doing with Queen. He's stagnant. They got him stagnant at like 20 minutes max type shit in his last 1, 2, 3, 4 games, right? So Queen coming off a 9-rebound game right there, 6.5 rebounds, 9-rebound game versus he hit his rebounds in 4 straight games, okay? 5 straight. Versus this team, if there's no Ease Misi, he could probably go out there and hit 9 rebounds, maybe 10 at plus 500, okay? I'm just saying, right? So it is what it is, right? He been getting busy for us. He been getting busy for us on his prop. So you got the edges. The biggest edges come from the injury report, man. So like I said, Misi just came back. This is a back-to-back, okay? He might not play. Then Zion, he didn't come back, hasn't been deemed out. He might not play. I think you slide Sadiq Bey to the 4th. Sadiq Bey to the 4th is a rebounding machine. Then you got DeJounte Murray, who just came back because he didn't play for injury management. Remember, we got the assist. Last game at 4.5. And the latter was over 1,000 for 10 assists. So they're going to give us his assist prop again. I mean, this time at 5.5, right? So it's 9 assists at plus 550, 8 assists at plus 430, okay? You got some potential ladder spots. Now, he played the first game, he played 25 minutes. The second game, he played 25 minutes. Of course, it was Utah. Okay. Of course, it was Utah. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I mean, he took 7 threes versus Utah last time. It's 1.5 threes. And then, I mean, what more you want me to say? What more you want me to say? That's all. That's, what I'm saying? Those are the guys that I'm looking at in the scenarios that I'm trying to take advantage of. Now, here, Chris Dunn went out there and got a double-double. That's crazy work. Damn, that was a plus 20-something hundred. Damn, that was plus. Damn, he went out there and got a double-double. Oh, no, he didn't. I'm tripping. That's a 7. I was about to say. So, Chris Dunn. Shit, you got to keep his assist in the back of your mind no matter what. Shit, he's over this shit at 9 or 10. What the fuck you want me to say? So you got to keep his assist in the back of your mind for sure. He's over there, shit. The hit rate should have his ass to play for that. So that and, Kawhi Leonard. Oh, wow. Well, he's definitely in play for his points. Derrick Jones, John Collins. He's been out since the 20th. Brook Lopez, the 1.5 threes is in play for me. I don't give a fuck who playing, right? I like it. Especially you start off on DeAndre Jordan. He can hit him a couple threes. He gonna hit him a couple threes. If he don't, he don't. But give me a 1.5, 3 for Brook Lopez. We're gonna see if Kawhi Leonard played. He hasn't played since the 22nd. If he does, then his points are definitely in play. Or you can alter it or whatever the case may be. But I like Lopez. That's my play from the Clippers side. Is Lopez is 1.5 threes, and the scenarios that we were talking about here. The scenarios that we were talking about. I gave you scenarios. You could try to take advantage of them right now if you wanted to, right? So it is what it is. Let me see something. LA Clippers at the bottom of the barrel. What about 3-pointers made? Okay, what about last 4 weeks? All right. Boy, some spots on this slate here. Let me refresh this injury news just in case we got anything new. Nothing new yet. We're gonna get barraged with injury news. I already know. Collins and so what we got left? One more game. This is a back-to-back here. Caldwell, Hunter, Zach LaVine, Keegan Murray. Okay. Rui. Somebody's probably going to end up sitting on this one. I don't know. Maybe LeBron. Who knows? Maybe not. But I think this is a game that they come out here, the Kings come out here and try hard. DeMar DeRozan. Small forward's been banging out threes on their ass. Precious Achiuwa been balling. Plus 400 for a double-double for Precious. I wonder if they've been sliding him over to the 5, too. Interesting. Rebound chances 23, 18, and 16. Memphis, Houston, Dallas. Maxime. Going up against Ayton. This is a wonderful spot for Ayton. Yeah. Wonderful spot. I'm a little scared of this one. I can see Luka going off on their ass, straight up. Completely berserk on their ass. Lakers sold me that night versus Phoenix. They crazy as hell. Shit. He got their ass 51 early in this season. That's crazy. 1.5 threes for Marcus Smart. LeBron. Let me see something. Days rest. Less than 1 day. When last time he played back-to-back? January. LeBron played back-to-back in January. This could be a fucking double-double, triple-double spot for LeBron. I would definitely entertain the double-double here. But his assists, rebounds, in play. I would definitely look at his assists, though. 6.5 rebounds, assists plus rebounds, whatever. Ayton. This is a wonderful spot for Ayton. He's doubled these guys 3 straight games. Plus 400. I have no choice, right? To take his rebounds up to 10 at plus, what's that? Bet Rivers plus 220. Man, 22 points here, minutes here, 19 minutes there. This boy been ass, man, straight up. Man, it's a plus 400 spot right there, man, for a double-double. Orlando, he played 30 minutes. He got a double-double. This crazy. I like his rebound line, though, at 7.5. I like it, man. Straight up. Russell Westbrook, last 2 games, he's taking 17 and 19 shots. He might be coming out here to go upside their motherfucking head at this 13.5 points. He's been crushing that. That's probably the play right there. Russell Westbrook, 13.5 points. Marcus Smart, that's the Marcus Smart. Might see some Reeves get switched off on Luka or LeBron. Come on. Bring that motherfucking attitude today. I don't know if they're going to let them play 25, 30 minutes. They should unleash their ass today, though. I ain't going to stunt. 15 points for DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan been dropping dimes. If they just say, come on, man, let's come on out here and play one good time, one good game. This could be a good same game parlay right here, man. If you told me Russell Westbrook was getting 32 minutes today, it's extremely too many plays. It's a lot of plays today, man. I'm gonna be forced to do some parlays today. Fuck, man, a nightcap, man. This is a nightcap right here. Shit. This is a nightcap, man. You're probably gonna have to open up your pocketbooks today, man. You are. You're going to have to open up your pocketbooks today. Fuck, man. 13.5 points plus money. 17 and 19 shots. I wonder what happened, though. So, look, he took 17 shots here, then he took 19 shots here, then he was out. They must have set his ass down and had a meeting like, bro, we not trying to win these games type shit. Because 20 points for him, plus 375. Versus the Lakers, he gave them 18, 13, and 22. 4 threes and 4 threes. I ain't gonna lie, it's too many plays for me to man, it's too many plays. It's a lot of plays. Let's see. Let's put one together. Damn. I know I like Wemby. I like Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns, at least Karl Anthony Towns threes. Even Victor Wembanyama threes. I think you can take both of them boys for 25 in the Garden. Oh, shit. I think you can take Anthony Edwards for about 25 today. Mm-mm. Mm. I think you can take Dennis Schroeder. I'm gonna like Dennis Schroeder. If you think James Harden don't play, you need to play Dennis Schroeder numbers. Points plus rebounds for Evan Mobley. We'll take Evan Mobley at 15 though. Great same game parlay game here. Buzelis, I might take Buzelis points, man. Straight. Jarris Walker is an interesting play today. Points, rebounds, and assists. I'm going to come back to this one. Jalen Johnson. I'm going to come back to this one. Maxey. What can we get Maxey at? 25. Andre Drummond rebounds. DJ, what's up? Jared McCain, 2 threes. Sadiq Bey for a dub. I don't know. I don't know about that one. And I want to go back to I like the Drummond bet today. I'm gonna just stop right there. I know I got a lot of other plays, but if you want a 6 man or something like well, it won't be right. It won't be right on prize picks or nothing like that. But Wemby 25, 25 for Brunson, 25 for Edwards, 15 for Mobley, 25 for Maxey, 10 rebounds for Drummond, and a host of a lot of parlay plays and same game parlays. This is a lot of plays today. Every game is kind of lit. I ain't finna lie like it's not. Every game is kind of lit, man. And if I want to do like a 3-point parlay, every game is kind of lit, straight up. It was between Wemby and actually Wemby and Karl Anthony Towns for me. So Karl Anthony Towns, I could probably end up playing him straight, but Wemby could be a parlay piece at 2 threes. 3-point parlay. Also like Bobby Porter's points, 10.5. But Miles Turner. I like the assist for Kevin Porter Jr. I mean, I like a lot today, man. Golly. Minnesota. Oh, Joker, 2 threes, going up against Rudy. All right. Even Nas Reed, But I ain't fucking with Nas Reed. 2 threes for Joker going up against Rudy. Okongwu. Oh, Brook Lopez. Big man threes, too. That's a 5-piece. Wemby, Turner, Okongwu, Lopez. Wemby, Turner, Joker, Okongwu, Lopez. It's a 5-piece. Spicy right there. All right? Man, there's so many motherfucking plays on the board that don't make no damn sense, man. I'm going to have to deposit some shit, man. Man. And then, man, there's so many plays. Hey, be safe out there. And appreciate y'all for sliding. What we got tomorrow? Let me see real quick. How many games we got tomorrow? Oh, Mackie got some plays. Let me show Mackie his plays. Show Mackie plays. Well, hold up. Let me see. He sent me some plays. Let's see. Instagram. He sent me one play. He sent me, Devin Vassell shouldn't play too. He sent me 2.5 threes for Devin Vassell. Dylan Harper, 14 points and assists. Okoro, 11 points. Kuzma, I like Kuzma today. I like that Bulls game. We talked about that though. 1.5 threes. McDaniels 7.5 rebounds and assists. That's definitely doable versus this weak ass defense. Ben Shepherd with those guys being out, 10.5 points is a demon. That's interesting, very interesting. Nice plays, definitely nice plays, definitely nice plays, definitely nice plays. All right, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man. I'm probably gonna have to spit out some same game parlays. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going to have to spit some out, man. And make sure y'all follow me on the books and stuff like that. Tails up there. I'm going to start putting some shit out. Okay? It's a little parlays today. And I got a ton of straights headed this way, though. All right? Peace out, fam. Peace out. Peace out. How many games did we got tomorrow, though? I mean, back to Monday tomorrow. One more time. Let me see. Monday. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a cool down period. All right, fam. Peace.